Hello, everybody. Good day, good evening to you wherever you are. If you're first time watching me, welcome. And also like to say thank you so much. And if you'd like to know who am I, just a short introduction about myself. And also, please comment where you're watching me from, wherever you are. I'm Susie. I'm an online business entrepreneur, mentor. Been in this business for a year, and I'm also engaged to my lovely husband to be. I'm not single here. I'm also a cat parent, my meow boy, who is a rescue cat. And also, I'm a music teacher in profession for 8 years. So that's about me. And also, I'm coming to you live from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Yes, wow. If you'd like to know, I am already now in my day 10, the final day of my 10 days go live journey, talking about the online business, about the how, what, why. And if you'd like to know just a bit recap, I started this journey on the 20th of March, last week on day one, where I talk about my big why. Big why means my main drive, that why I entered this business, and it's still standing strong until today, of keeping me going. If you'd like to learn more, you can watch all my videos live or in the replays right now. And day two was the impossible dreams are possible, meaning, like example, you want early retirement, and I can say to you, it can be achieved in this online business. And the third is talking about the day two survey. Day two wasn't live, it was a survey. So day three, talking about it. Day four was the opportunity, which is basically all the posts that I mentioned about the 100% risk free of the 30 days refundable fee if you step in to know more. And it's 100% legit, it's a real business. What else? Anywhere, anytime to do this business with a phone, as with a Wi-Fi. Imagine you are at the beach with a laptop beside you, you still can do business. I'm still doing my main job, and I still can run the business beside me. So I can tell you, even you have a full job, you can do it as well. And and what we do is we leverage on social media. That's how we do attraction marketing. And the fifth one was the transformation. Basically, is what was it like before and what's now when I'm doing this business. So I was talking about mindset and some benefits that really gave me the advantage in this business. So, and then I got a break in the weekend. And then on the day six, which this Monday, 6, 7, 8, was a special interviews that I reached out to the online community and these three amazing ladies that I knew throughout this online business. And one of them was my mentor who introduced this online business, and how her passion, her resilience, her strength that she portrays herself really resonates to me to make the step in. So just catch all the replays. And yesterday I talked about the mindset. So it's a little bit in depth of what I thought. And today I'll be talking about how this mindset affects not just me, but the surrounding with me. I just want to let you know, I'm not really, what to say, a person who really controlled by fear. Like, I'm a very timid, shy, not a speaker, social private person. Even I have a social media, I'm very private. Between my family, friends, I even just post one out in the blue. Post random what I eat. Sometimes my music, I love to showcase my music. Even in a business, you see me sing, play, that is me having fun, because that I was used to it. And I can tell you this, I did not instantly just show like that. It took me a very long time, ever since I was in university, that so much fear of me just to sing out. My first teacher told me when I heard me sing, couldn't hear me what I'm singing. And because of my teacher, she said, just sing it out. Who cares? Who give a damn that you are, how you sound? So I sang out. And of course, people who hear me sing, they said, wow. Of course, I tell myself I'm not that great. But with people who tell me how I sound, it just really touched me. And even in this business, people, business partner, and from strangers we become partners and then friends, telling me how much I have changed, to see the impact that what I do and how they respond was really, you know it's hard to say, like words cannot describe how I feel. I'm actually a little bit emotional today. So I can say that, um, what reflects the mindset, like I mentioned, speech and actions. I started to see that I engage. So I started to break out from that, my shyness, all those things that I mentioned just now, all that, so much fear and control, starting to break for me to reach out. I reach out people that I do not know. I even reach out beyond in the team I have, out to so many internationally. Even in my 10x1, I was so brave enough to reach out until the US and Canada, that I never thought that I could do so. But right now, I just reach out to Singapore because I find that we are kind of like the neighbor and kind of have that same culture, same, in our traditions, not so much different Singapore and Malaysia. So yeah, so in a way that I find myself, I'm outreach, and from the outreach I get back, results to myself, like I can see how people start to look at me, saying that I'm so vastly different from how they know me from the first time. So it's something that to hear it, I'm amazed myself. Sometimes when I go this, I don't realize. I just do it, do it, do it, and then I didn't expect anything in return. Just do it, because I know that the more I do, the more I go through the hardness, the what I mentioned, all those barriers. The one I do it because I know that in the end of the day, I'm looking at the big picture, the final goal of getting my dreams. That is my main goal. I don't care how hard and how stumbly, yeah, because I can tell you, I'm not bluffing you in a way to say that it's so smooth and easy in the business. That is not business already. That is like too fast. And if you're wondering, scam, yeah, scam if scammers don't show their face nor see like this and sharing like this and putting all my pictures, my life, and everything that I do. If you still feel like this is not real enough, I don't know what definition real to you. Yeah. So I can tell you, this business is going to take a right mindset, a growing mindset, to create the actions that you do later in this business. That's why I'm looking at long run. It could be my lifetime. I'm not looking just only 1 year, 2 year. Even uh, the guests that I have, they are doing this for the long run. And I can tell you that, I'm sorry, I forgot to put this. Yeah. So in a way, yeah, the benefits really transit around me. And in the business, I can feel myself leading in the business. And if you would like to know, the 10 days journey that I mentioned to the online business community is actually called the 10X, which is the 10 days challenge. I did not say challenge because I treat it as journey. Journey already considered is a challenge itself. So, and it's my first time to actually lead the team that I am having right now, and I'm so grateful. And if you do check out my event post that I put out, words, I was trying to find words. That's how I feel. The gratitude, the one word to say, gratitude. The all the support, the real support. Because as an entrepreneur, you're owning this business. Sometimes you thought you're walking alone, but actually you are not. You're only walking alone if you are just keeping it to yourself. You're only walking alone if you think you are so big enough. And I can tell you, in this committee, our leaders, our top leaders, are very selfless people. Why I say they're selfless? Because they are willing to share all their secrets to all of us, to all of the newbies, we call it the mentees, Even the mentors and coaching also getting the info is all same, all given same. You know why they do that? Because they were just like me once before I came in, before I stepped into and watched the webinar in the free workshop here and watch it and go in with the fee. They were just like me, start with nothing. Not and now they are building their own empire in this online business because they have their biggest why to drive them through. That's why I say it's important, the drive and their mindset to willing to take the challenge in this business. So they are willing to give their all because they really want it. I won't be saying truthfully, everyone wants to earn, but they are willing to open themselves to get the main goal, to get their dreams. Not just about earning, getting, and also achieving for their life. We only live once. We only really live once. Even right now, I want to really get it because I can feel my health is starting to slow down when you are in 35 thinking that in the 30s you think you're still young. No, you can start to see your body slow down. You're starting, if you hit 40, I also don't know what will be the feeling of my health. My mind also starting to like, I'm not as sharp as before. I can feel myself, I'm not acting fast anymore. So it's really everything is starting to gradually go down. That's the fear that I really scared of what happens. You know what in Chinese say, our health is wealth, you know. Which one you more value, the money or your health? There's no rewind. Even I play songs, I can practice all I want, I can repeat, but our health cannot repeat. You can only fix what it is right now, but it won't be perfect like how you are in your 10 years, 20 years ago when you're like so clean, your health is. But with the work life and everything, your daily routines, you know, grinding you hard. I also imagine if my child come in, I also worry what it's like to be to have to be a mother, to experience the life, to carry the child on the very first on your the arms. I don't know how to imagine that. I'm sure I'll be emotional to even think about it, you know. And also constant worry, what is it like, um how's the process, will the pregnancy will be good, everything will be healthy, after it will it the pain, is it I hear stories from friends. So I can tell it's going to be a turning point in my life. So there's constant worry, but I am looking forward to have it. So that's why all this thinking and worriness that I'm facing, that's why I plan. I'm a planner. I look things forward. If I don't see it, if I just worry and got it, in Malay what we call kena dulu then baru tahu. Kena dulu baru tahu. That means you got it, then only you know. Then only you feel like, eh, then only what in your thought would think is you're going to feel full of regrets. But I can tell you this, it's not too late. Even you got it, because I will say this, you still can correct it because you still have life in you. You still can breathe. Your heart is still pumping. Not wait until the life no more. Until you leave the world, your breath is gone. Then only you want to think. That time you don't think already. You're already moving on, the next what we call the next. Yeah. So I said, while you are still breathing, you're still thinking, you're still worrying, and then you want to do something. Why not give yourself a chance if you've seen this opportunity in front of you? That I tell you that the dreams that you are wishing to make your life better is possible. Not I say 100%, even 1%. 1%, don't tell me, just that 1%. To have that, just a success in your life. Won't you want it? Just to enjoy it? Definitely, I would say you grasp it. You will grasp it. So that is what I want to share today. I have words, but right now there's so much emotion in me of saying, I can to say that, the gratitude is big. And reaching to the final day also is happiness. And I can say achievement inside me like this, I achieve. I'm not saying that this is over. It's never over. Every time when I reach my journey, my series from my 30 days of things about me, 30 days of gratitude about me, when I shared throughout almost 60 videos of sometimes live, sometimes video, I tell myself the last day, it's never over. There's always more to come. And I'm also excited because in this online business, I'm involved with the biggest project which propel me to further in the business. That's what I love about this business. We are not stagnant in one thing. There's constant update, constant ideas. Our leaders out there is planning so many ideas, workshops, and team support. Really, I feel this. The gratitude is there. Everything is given to you. In fact, it's all this free. From the 149 is forever there, and then all these come and updating every year and year. So really, I am so full of grateful here, and truly amazing. That's why I like to say thank you so much for all the support since day one, and even today watching me live. Thank you so much, Cynthia from Sabah, Malaysia. Thank you, Lucy from Singapore, Patricia from KL, Elena from Cambodia. Thank you so much for watching me live, and also for those of you watching replay. Thank you so much, because watching me is already considered a support of just watching me to talk. And I would like to end with the note today that just take a step. If there's a chance out there for you, this is really risk free. And I'm putting myself here. I'm really saying that this is it. And of course, if you don't want to even reach out to me, you can register, or you don't even register, you can also follow me. Look at my life. Look, whatever you see, whatever I share, whatever I put out there, seems like connect the click or something matching in your thought, and you feel like you want to, just reach out to me. I am willing to chat. I'm willing to guide, and I can also advise you. So just chat with me in my inbox message. So as always, this is not the end. I always look forward for any of my new updates, and you never know that I do speak my second language, Bahasa. You never know, I might go live in Bahasa. And I'd like to apologize ahead. I may not be as what we call fluent, but tak banyak fasih. So there'll be mix because I'm a Malaysian. So we got the mix around. So you never know. Just catch my my announcements in the post. So thank you so much. And this is the last for me in this end of series. I like to say thank you. Have a good day. Have a good night. And goodbye.